Hello and welcome to another episode of Wait a Minute. This is Kerbal Space Program. This is the first of possibly a few. Will depend on whatever I do, but this is a mod review. How about that, huh? And it's not even a mod, it's a utility. Ha! Yeah. This is Kerbal Mod Manager, and I was informed about this. It's a very useful little utility to manage your mods, especially if you have a shit ton, like I do. So let's jump right into it. It's made by this chap here, Norway174, and his team. Let's give them names as well. Semi Ninja and JGJ is cool. So there we go. Very simple. Very simple. You just download this thing, double click on it. Wow, you put it in your KSP_win folder, and then you double click on it. It installs and gives you this little thing here, Kerbal Space Program Mod Manager. Now we'll just turn it on. There it is. Ha! Anyway, here we go. I deactivated the welcome screen, didn't I? Oh, that's a shame. It's got a little welcome screen that comes up as well, which is pretty cool. Now, as you can see, there ain't much in here. It's a good thing. It's not confusing at all. Now, let's go check it out. We go to File here, and what you would do is you go to Add Mods. You can open, and this will just give you a file browsing thing, and you can search for them and shove them in. However, it's not the way I do it. So I've downloaded a few mods here just to try out. We've got the KW Challenger back, lots of it. We've got MechJeb, and we've got some stuff by Tavarius, the space plane and just aeroplane parts, bigger wings, bigger gear, aero engines, fuselages, that sort of thing. And the air brake by, I'm going to actually have to look that up. Vlad. Just Vlad. Yeah, I've not tried that yet. And we've also got the X79 Scramjet by Johnny D. So, where's that? Yep, down there. So we're just going to drag them and throw them in the folder that says mods. The big mods folder. There it is. They're all in here now. Happy as they can be. Now, nothing's coming up in here. That's why we have to go to File and Reload Mods, and it checks that folder. There we go. And it says if the mod itself has got a thing to tell the version number. There we go. If not, it doesn't, of course. You know, it would be nice if more mods took advantage of this kind of thing. Modularity within mods, it's a good thing. Status, they're all disabled because they're not installed. Another thing to note, this thing also has a version checker. You go to the version here, it says the installed version and the current version, and you can always check again, and there's a little button here that when there's an update you can click it and it'll update. It's got a little auto up there, which is pretty cool. Well, semi-auto up there because you have to click the button, so yeah. Reload. Burst. Semi-auto. Yeah. Okay. If you notice there's less mods here than I put in, this thing doesn't handle RAR files. That's a little unfortunate. I don't know whether there's a way you can get it to work to do that, or whether, you know, just something like that, because a lot of the mods do come in RAR file format. Personally, I prefer RAR files, but whatever. It's all good. So yeah, we'll have to install them later, I guess. Shame. And what we can do is we can click on, let's say, MechJeb. We can click the Enable button. There it goes, generating an installation log. And as you can see, MechJeb is now enabled. If we check in the folder, and we go to Plugins, as you can see, MechJeb.lib. Let's put the plugin there, and put the parts in there. Lovely jubbly. Simple as that. Simple as that. So we'll do the other ones. You got to be patient for a moment while it does this down in the bottom here, and shoves them in. He plans on adding a way where you can disable specific parts within mod packs or parts packs, which is Very, very handy. I do hope that when he does the actual disable enable thing for parts within a part pack, that he makes it so that this his mod manager here lists them by the actual name of the part as listed in the item description in game, rather than just the name of the folder, because you'll find that the names aren't that very descriptive in the mod. Like, it'll be like blah 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 blah, and in game it'll have a completely different name, and you can look for it for hours and you won't know. And essentially, if it did have that name, kind of that idea where it listed the name of the thing as it did in game, you can more appropriately, like, I don't like this part, I don't use this part, come out of the game, instantly find it, remove it, disable it, whatever. So yeah, hey Molly, how you doing, girl? Anyway, what was I doing? Ah yes, enable. Yeah, we're going to enable all these. It'll take a moment. Yeah. In the description of this video, I will supply a link to the Kerbal Space Program Mod Manager. Final one here, enable. And so we're all enabled, and we're just going to launch Kerbal Space Program. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to move over to the recording of Kerbal Space Program in the proper window. So here we are, all loaded up. Now let's go check, see everything's installed properly. One way to find out, click it a clue, and there we have the first sign. The MechJeb parts file is installed fine. Let's just grab a random pod and see what we got here. There's the parts for the mechanical jeb pod. What else we got lying around? Not too many parts in this one, mostly plugins, but yeah, there we've got the series, which is the KW Challenger's version of the, I think it's the Orion capsule? The Orion sort of deeper space vehicle, I think. One of those prototypey NASA thingies. Anyway, and of course we got the rover, so that's installed fine. And finally the payload fairing pack PLF set. So yeah, and we're gonna come back out of this and wrap up. And it is as easy as that. So if you have a lot of mods, and you know, you're trying some other mods out as well, you like to try the occasional mod and don't have to go through the, you know, the hassle of like watching parts and stuff, give it a try. The link's down in the description. If you have any ideas for it, you know, suggestions, give them to the guy. Just stick him in the forum post. It's Norway, I think his name is. Yes, it is. Terrible memory. Maintenance just crashed, so I can't look it up. Ha ha ha. So I'm going to end this here. Have a lovely day, and look forward to more Kerbal Space Program in the near future. Bye!